Hey guys, good to see you. I don't actually see you. Today I had planned to do something else for my video, but the weather didn't cooperate. Straight racist, man. Sucks. Anyway, here we are. It's still a departure from the usual content though, so stick around. Hey guys, we're wrapping up the month of May. Classes are in full swing. I'm taking contracts. No, that was last semester. This semester I'm taking civil procedure, which I hear is a beast, but you know, the first weekend it's been pretty cool. So is copyright law. It's super interesting. So anyway, I'm not going to really talk about, oh, look at that, geesies. I'm not really going to talk about school today. This is wrapping up May, and same as last year, I talked a little bit about Mental Health Awareness Month. So just click here if you want to see the video. So let's talk about that a little bit, and I'm going to be a little bit real with you guys today. More than usual. I don't usually talk about personal stuff, but let's talk about mental health and the stigma that has been attached to psychotherapy as well as mental health drugs. And you know, like when you go to a doctor, if your body is sick, you need to see a doctor when you're having emotional difficulties. Now, I think that some of that stuff can be hereditary, and you know, I said I'm going to be real with you. So when I first posted and I talked about why I started down this path to go to law school, that was only part of the story. The rest of it is I was suffering with depression and anxiety, and I had an actual diagnosis. So I'm one of those people that goes through seasonal depression, and you know, I've been aware of it. It's never been diagnosed, but right before I started preparing for the LSAT, it just got really bad, and I just reached a point where I could not manage it myself. So I sought help, and well, eventually. But you know, another thing with me is that also undiagnosed. I'm a little bit ADD, so I'm easily distracted. But one benefit of that, you know, you have to play to your strengths, is hyper focus. And you know, I'm that dude that can, and that's probably why I'm an engineer. I can focus on a problem, and time just escapes me. I pour myself into it. So I knew that about myself, and when I started really suffering with depression, I said, hey, what can I pour myself into? The LSAT. So it just made sense. So, you know, obviously, you know the rest of the story, kind of. I did well, and here I am in law school. But here's my point. You have to recognize when you need help. And if you have friends that might be suffering depression, let me just tell you this. I saw a great meme. If I can find it, I'll put it up here somewhere. But people don't fake depression. They fake being okay. And that had been my story for a long time. And you know, not a lot of people know that I suffer from depression sometimes. I'm cool right now. I'm good, but that's because I got treatment. So not a lot of people know about that except for the 45 of you. So one thing I would encourage you with, and this is by no means a way to really deal with it. You got to meet depression and anxiety and other mental health issues head on. But you need other outlets. So today's vlog, I had intended to do a moto vlog, but you see the weather, it's all rainy and stuff, and I'm a fair weather motorcycle rider, so I'm not going to be out here in this. So that didn't work out, and I forgot where I was going with it. So, okay, yeah, you need outlets, but that is really a superficial thing. It's a band-aid, and it helps you to keep things steady state. But if you're really struggling with depression, like a lot of attorneys and law students do, get help for that. But some of the things I do is I practice karate. I hold a black belt, and I ride the motorcycle, and I enjoy flight sims and virtual reality, that kind of stuff. So these are all distractions, so you need those. And I'll tell you, one thing a friend of mine told me years ago, and I never forgot that. This was right after that huge tsunami they had in Asia, where there was a lot of loss of life. So I was just struggling with something that Sunday morning, and my friend, NFL great Charles Mann, he said to me, you know, Douglas, what I do when I'm struggling with different issues is to try to focus more on other people's problems. And so what he was talking about was with like volunteering and reaching out to other folks that are in need, and it can make your issues a little smaller. And that's how I found out about the tsunami and the great loss of life. It made whatever I was going through at the time really, really small. So that's it for today. And I just wanted to touch on mental health a little bit, and just to encourage you that if you're having issues, or if you need help, and you know you need help, quit fronting. Get the help that you need. And if it's really bad, get help right away. I mean, depression is no joke, and I think they call it a silent killer, and it'll take you out of here. So I'm putting up the hotline for the suicide hotline. I hope I can find it, or I'll be I'll put it up here or up here. You'll see it. It's like flashing on the screen right now. So, like I said, that's all for today, and thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. God bless.